Gut, dann Hamil, was nun?
Are you okay? You look pale.
I'm fine. I just keep thinking about Hamil.
What happened there isn't your fault. You should try forgetting about it. I guess that's easier said than done. Maybe it would help to go see Hamil for ourselves.
Ah, ist auch schnell vorbei. Ich kann ja jetzt nicht nach Hamil gehen, oder? Ich kann tatsächlich einfach so nach Hamil springen? Sollen wir das mal machen, Leute? Komm, das probieren wir jetzt mal aus. Das will ich jetzt sehen. Cool, dass das einfach so geht.
Everyone's gone.
And now more of my memories are gone with them.
But they weren't very good memories, were they?
No, but they're still better than having nothing at all. Hey, come on. The fruit trees are still here. The mountains are still here. I don't have memories of fruit.
I do. I remember having fruit curry for dinner once a week.
Oh yeah, the mayor always put apples in it. It was her favorite thing to make. Although, it was a little too sweet for me. Hey, wait a minute. Tipo can talk about things that Elise isn't even consciously aware of? I guess so. Then maybe Tipo can help you remember the things you've forgotten. Didn't you say Shandu looked familiar? If we use Tipo there, maybe you can remember something.
That's very perceptive.
If this works, Elise may even be able to learn something about her parents.
That would be great!
That's a really smart idea, especially coming from you, Leia.
Why,
Oh, wie
thanks.
fies.
Hey!
Well, it's good to see Elise excited again. Well done.
In Leia's case, I think that was probably half inspiration and half blind luck.
Okay. Ich finde es cool, dass wir einfach hier so herkommen können. Wo doch alles gerade invasiert, hätte ich was gesagt, von der Invasion zerstört worden ist. Dafür sieht es aber hier noch recht gut aus. Aber okay, wir hüpfen wieder zurück. War nur ein Test. Ist ja vollkommen wurscht. Gut, dann fliege auf den Wolfern davon. Machen wir doch glatt. Dabei können wir hier noch... Ich will noch mal kurz gucken, ob wir jetzt hier bei den Geschäften... Ich glaube, die waren hier oben, oder? Noch irgendwie Materialien jetzt wieder hergeben können. Alles auch nur Dreier. Zweier, schade. War ein Versuch wert. Hätte ja sein können, ne?
Well, here we are at Shandu. Do you remember anything? When you ask it like that...
It's way too much pressure.
Don't feel like you need to force it, Elise. Hey, didn't Wingull use a booster too? Maybe he has some connection to Tipo.
That's possible, although his booster seems to be a different type. Do you know anything about him, Elise?
Only that Wingull scares me.
Wait a minute. I think I know him.
You do?
I've got it! Wingull was in the laboratory.
He was? I don't remember him being there.
He used to be way thinner. He was the guy who was always in pain from the prototype's side effects or something.
You mean test subject number 1?
Sounds like we're getting somewhere.
Wingull must have volunteered to be a booster test subject.
The people at the laboratory said they could have never made Tipo without him. Could that mean that Wingull is...
My father?
Wingull said that the experiments had been humane. But can we really trust him?
If nothing else, at least we know the experiments had a purpose beyond mere cruelty.
Sehr spannend. Aber wir machen uns trotzdem erstmal auf, mit den Wyvern zu fliegen. Und dann eine wirklich schöne Videosequenz wiederzusehen. Keine Spoilerwarnung.
Are you ready to head for Fenmont?
Logisch.
You can't possibly land right in Rashugal's capital. You'll probably have to touch down on a high road nearby, or find some other suitable spot.
Kriegen wir hin.
This is quite difficult. Shut it!
Are we there yet?
No, not yet.
Ich würde ja gerne sehen, wie Tipo kotzt.
It's amazing.
It's so pretty. Wow.
It's sparkly.
What the hell is that?
It's so huge. It's right on our six.
Everyone, dive!
Tja, weit gekommen sind sie ja nicht.
Watch out.
Alvin, are you okay?
No time to chat now, kid.
Gut, dann versuchen wir es doch mal.
No fear.
Wie heißt das Ding? Zero-Bonk. Na dann.
You'll pay for what you did.
This is our home turf. We can't lose.
Stay on guard. We're fending against the ruler
Ach,
of
sag
the
mal.
skies. This will not be easy.
Komm.
Go, Roger. Go, Roger. Final one, Roger. Final go, Roger. Final
Ja, haben wir schon gut was abgezogen. Komm. Es geht doch, diese... Außerdem, komischerweise, ist der jetzt viel kleiner, als er gerade noch in der Animation gewirkt hat, ne? Ist das schon mal aufgefallen? Da war er riesig im Vergleich zu den Wyverns. Und jetzt ist er nicht viel größer. Also das macht gerade nicht so viel Sinn. Das haben sie ein bisschen schlecht designt. Aber egal. Wir beschweren uns ja nicht. Und, ja, komm. Au. Ach komm. Sag mal. Jetzt ist aber. Cool. Ich bin tot.
Not yet.
Don't worry. Rally the souls and grant us life. Resurrection! Don't worry.
Ich war doch weit genug weg. Ups. Au. Meine Güte, da macht man halt so. Echt.
I'm out of energy.
Don't get cocky now.
Milla!
Gut, das können wir auch noch schmeißen. So ein Schmankerl. Plopp. Und schon sieht's wieder besser aus für uns. Gut, sind wieder dabei. Hallo? So, geht doch.
All right, we beat the king of the skies. That makes me the new ruler. Should we call you queen? On second thought, forget it.
That wasn't too
I can't call right.
Alle mal schön gelevelt, sehr schön.
Please, no one panic. Women and children, seek shelter in your homes. All able-bodied men, to me.
Hi,
Ellie,
Drizel.
what are you doing here? I'm home.
Young madam.
Rowan? Everyone's back?
Good to see you again.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leia. Hi.
I'm sorry to alarm you.
I heard all the commotion. I thought Azul was invading.
You okay? You took a tough hit when you saved me.
Seemed like no big whoop at the time. But now, it's really hitting me.
Help us carry him.
Auch ganz ehrlich, dafür haben wir jetzt die Wi-Fi gebraucht. Das hätte doch auch mit der Schnellreise geklappt.
My lady, I'm just a horse trainer.
Which makes you the most qualified to help.
Young madam, please forgive me for the heavy burden I placed upon you when I left Sharilton.
Isn't that Ilbert, the former chief of staff? He was a tactician for the Rashugal army, you know.
Really? And he's on our side? That's great.
All these rumors of war have everyone on edge lately. Let's head back to the manor before we cause any more commotion.
Na dann, auf zurück. Gott, Tipo ist
The
so
horse
süß.
trainer says the wyverns need some time to recuperate. You all should rest here in the city while you can.
That may be for the best. We're on the eve of a great battle, after all. Everyone should get as much rest as they can.
Huh?
What's wrong? You look as if I just spoke Long Dao.
Milla's making perfect sense. We have had little rest since our departure from La Ronde.
And you could use some time to gather your thoughts.
As you say.
Okay, dann laufen wir doch ein bisschen herum. Ah, müssen wir hier mit jedem sprechen?
Don't creep up on a girl like that.
You okay? You look down in the dumps. You shouldn't push yourself so much. You weren't the healthiest kid, you know?
Do you have to keep reminding me? It's been ages since I've been sick.
I know, but I still can't help but worry.
I still appreciate it. But I'm worried too.
About what?
That do-gooder nature of yours. In case you've forgotten, it's what got us into this mess.
Maybe you shouldn't have come in the first place.
I'm here for my own reasons, thank you.
Like what?
Those Spyrexes are trouble. I want to destroy them.
Because Milla said so?
That's part of it. But I've actually seen one before.
Seriously?
It was a really long time ago. I know how terrifying those things are. Why are you trying to destroy the Spyrexes in the lands of Kresnik? Because Milla said so?
No, that's not why. If you need a reason...
You don't have one?
I do. I just rather keep it to myself.
All right. You know, destroying the lands of Kresnik is the last thing on our to-do list.
Huh?
What are your plans afterward? Will you head back to Fenmon and finish becoming a doctor? Or will you come home to Larand?
I haven't had a chance to decide yet. One thing at a time. We just need to finish what we've started.
Yeah. You're right. Let's finish this job together.
You got it. I wonder what Milla's going to do when this is all over.
Gut, dass es einen zweiten Teil von diesem Spiel gibt, dann werdet ihr nämlich alle erleben, was die tatsächlich später machen, wenn das hier vorbei ist. Jetzt gucke ich erstmal hier drin, hier ist nämlich auch noch einer. Aber den zweiten Teil gucken wir uns erst dann an, wenn es soweit ist, würde ich sagen. Jetzt sind wir erstmal hier beschäftigt.
Thinking about Noctigal? Maybe this is none of my business, but how did you get mixed up with him?
We first met when Noctigal joined the army as an officer. He wanted to serve, despite his royal birth. He and I were assigned to the same division. We fought in many battles together. We earned promotions and glory. That sort of thing builds a bond between men. We were truly brothers in arms. It was a glorious time for both of us. However, Noctigal's growing influence began to threaten the power of his two elder brothers. The older princes ostracized Noctigal, even as they feared him.
I know what happened next. The sleepless night we all learned about in history class. That brief civil war erupted when the late king passed away before naming a successor. The 6 ruling houses and the lesser nobles split into 2 factions. It was the biggest political upheaval in modern Rashugal history. And it lasted until Noctigal slew his 2 older brothers with the help of the military. He was a war hero after all. For 2 days, the people rallied behind Noctigal and his new regime.
Noctigal may have won the struggle, but he lost something dear to him. He lost his only ally in the royal family, his beloved sister, Princess Kerry. It hit Noctigal hard. He was overcome with grief.
They didn't teach us that part.
He expanded his totalitarian control once he became king, and there was no one left to check his power.
Not even you?
Many pinned their hopes on me to act as a moderating influence on the king. I chose to leave the army instead. It has been a difficult decision to live with.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It's not even really Noctigal's fault. His brothers caused all this.
I agree. which is precisely why I failed to recognize when Nachtigall began to stray from the just path. We turned our eyes away from our duty, he and I both, despite knowing that doing so would cause many of our people to suffer. In contrast, the King of Rashugal has never wavered from doing what must be done.
You may be right. Despite both being kings, Nachtigall and Gaius definitely left different impressions on me.
The people no doubt see King Gaius as a superb ruler.
He kind of reminded me of Milla, to be honest.
An astute observation. They do share two things in common. The will to do what must be done, and the conviction to do it for the sake of others.
It sounds like they go hand in hand.
Yes, I believe all truly strong people possess those two virtues. But Nachtigall's convictions became warped, and I lacked the will to stop him.
And I'm not saying you will. But if you decide not to fight Nachtigall, I wouldn't blame you.
Thank you.
Ist so ehrenhaft.
Would you mind leaving me with my thoughts? I will make my decision before it is time for us to leave.